Hello everyone and welcome back to another video featuring me, Getselious, here on the Outerhaven YouTube channel. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell as well, be notified next time I go live, and follow me on Twitter at Getselious so you can catch me live when I'm streaming here on YouTube or my Twitch page. So without the way, let me talk about a game that I had a lovely pleasure playing through, and it is Grey Heritage Noble Duty. I want to give a shout out to BTrain Studio for allowing me to have access to play a very early demo build of the game. So that much is a very appreciate that much. I'm a huge fan of tactical RPGs, strategy RPGs, and I want to go talk more about this. So, Grey Heritage Noble Duty is a sequel to their prior game, Grey Heritage Faded Vision, but this game is a prequel in that universe. Essentially, this is the second game, but it's in the past. Overall, the presentation of the second game looks a bit better. I would say a bit better, a little more sharper, at least in the demo build compared to the original. So that's kind of nice. Maybe some art assets look a bit better. The art direction looks much more smoother, so I definitely feel that nutshell. And we have voice lines, so occasional voice lines really help. That's 5 stars. We're main again, Cheers to you. Another thing this game has going for it is that, unlike its prettiest game, Faded Vision, Noble Duty has pad support. I am really, really happy with that. Pad support makes my day. You have no idea how good it feels to use a keypad, using a pad over a mouse. Your mouse players are great, but I played all my strategy games on a controller, okay? And I want to give shout outs to that. So I feel like I'm going to poke a little fun here at BTrain Studio. I feel like these guys played the Earwood and Roy saga, which I think it's Fire Emblem 6 and 7. I could always be incorrect on that because it feels like, wait a second, first I played this guy, then I played the other guy in this game. Wait a second, is this a reference? Because in Faded Vision, they had Linessa, who's not Lynn, legally distinct Lynn. Not get in trouble here. I kid, I joke, but it is a cool reference to make from. I think it's really cool. I think there's elements of this game. I feel like in Noble Duty, which has a slightly higher difficulty curve compared to Faded Vision, the battles in Noble Duty feels a bit shorter than Faded Vision, which I think is a huge improvement because one of the problems I had with Faded Vision is that the battles just felt a little too long. I don't mind getting down in my strategy, but I hate to say it, if it's not a boss fight and I'm roughly 25 minutes planning my 2 steps, that could be a bit annoying. A little bit annoying, a little bit like draining in a way. It also depends how engaging it is. So that's the thing. So this game's a little more engaging. In the demo early build I was able to play, the game didn't really let you see the path you're able to run and walk. I hope that's fixed in the current version of the game, so I hope that's fixed. That's great. I also kind of hope that I was kind of unable to kind of notice or see my attack range or how far my attack is for certain characters and things. So again, that's probably fixed in other games because it's like in classic Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy Tactics Ogre. Oh, he said Tactics Ogre. Beeroo, beeroo, beeroo. Getselious mentioned Tactics Ogre. Let's get the counter up. So games like other SRPGs and even the TRPGs, you're able to, when you end your turn to click attack, you're able to see the range of all your attacks of weapons you have, and then you could just choose from there. It's probably a lot easier to be smoother in that direction than how the current demo build is. So I hope that gets fixed. That's probably something that's probably fixed. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to the game. There will be a demo of the game coming out on September 20th, 2024. If you're watching this now, I'm probably already streaming the game or have streamed the demo, so you probably see my new opinions there. So check that out if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. So overall, I feel like this game is in a better direction than the first game. I feel its difficulty is much higher compared to the original. They have improved. They have kind of a skit system where you're able to see like how how characters interact with each other, their personality. I think it's pretty cool. That's pretty interesting. But overall, I didn't, from my able to play, I didn't really experience like I would say stat bonuses or anything like that. Maybe let me get stat bonuses or something in the future. Because the thing about like games with the support system, similar to Fire Emblem or another game I played a lot, a Dark Deity, which I think is cool. The support system is a cool way for characters to know each other, and it may affect how characters level up, etc., etc. So if one character hosts another character, and this character is known for having more attack, maybe it affects your attack roll going to level up. It's all the same. I do want to say though that, and I mean this very politely, this guy, BTrain, he always makes a waifu that I deeply enjoy in every game. And Faded Vision, I deeply enjoy Lanessa. We stand for Lanessa in this house. In Noble Duty, I stand for Freya. Her Excalibur blade will lead us to the Great Lands. We stand for her. We stand for our Night Queen. I appreciate making each game 2 out of 2 has a waifu for me. Appreciate it. 5 stars are made again. Uh, the only thing is that again, I was when playing the demo. It was a lot. There was kind of some parts that maybe linger for more for things I would like. Like I wonder if there's a combo system or a unity system, things like that. Because even though this is a much improvement of their prior game, it feels very similar to it. So is that a bad thing? Absolutely not. If you enjoy your classical tactical RPGs and SRPGs, this is up your alley. You should definitely try it out. But does it add much newness to it? I want to say it's an improvement, but new things I was unable to experience as I was able to play it. I do enjoy that there are some new classes and there's some kind of new classes and some really cool equips some of the characters have. And I think the lore of the game is interesting, which again is probably why I enjoy the first one because the story was well written in a way. It felt like again elements of Tactics Ogre, elements of classic Fire Emblem, where you're fighting a war torn country and you're trying to find the truth of the war or survive to save a friend, etc., etc. That would be great. So I think that these games hit my fantasy. I guess I'll call these games political fantasies. I do enjoy my political fantasies. So in my RPG, so Chef's Kiss, you did a good job on that one. I think the writing is good. I think my only, like I said, my small complaints of the game, but things are probably already fixed in the future demo that's coming out on 9/20, which I'll have a chance to play. And I feel like a lot of the game is similar to the first game, and I mean in like game mechanics in playing with an app. So again, I don't think there's a lot of I want to say newness in the game in a way. It still had like some of the mechanics I remember from the first game, such as safe orbs and kind of a weapon triangle system ish, but that's about in a nutshell. But you can, save before battle and things like that. It's pretty nice. I do hope that, in my opinion, maybe this is maybe I would say that I feel like that the first chapter, or maybe there should be a prologue chapter that teaches you some of the mechanics of the game for new players. I think that'd be a good idea, as well as how some basic things work, like maybe the recruitment, things like that, etc. And that will be it. Otherwise, the new mechanic they added to the game, like the weather system, I don't know how to feel about it because it I don't know if it hindered me or anything that way. I wasn't able to I felt like okay, just don't die, lol. But the weathering mechanic is kind of interesting. It works the way it works. I feel like there's probably more mechanic things you could do with it later on, but in my playthrough of the game, I was unable to oh, it's raining. I guess I move less. That's pretty much it. But other than that, I think Grey Heritage Noble Duty is an excellent addition to anyone who's a fan of the TRPG and SRPG thing. So I'm going to put this as, because the demo is coming out 9/20, I'm going to say get it now. Get the demo now. Try it out, let you know how you feel, give some feedback to the developer if you can. And the game has a scheduled release of Q1 2025, which could be January, February, or March 2025 next year. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of this game. I'm looking forward to seeing how much of this game improves, at least with the demo and even the early build I have. I have high hopes of the game being interesting. I have high hopes of seeing what this game can be and its new mechanics it was able to at least showcase show to the player. So without the way, that is my opinions of Great Heritage Noble Duty. It's an excellent addition if you like SRPGs and TRPGs. I think the new characters are really interesting. I find Jaden interesting as a character. There is Spencer, who I feel like Spencer has a dry humor to him, but I have to explore him more. He seems like a guy that would just make like DOS jokes and then whatever. Like you ask him if that was a meme, he'll just smirk at you like, no, I wasn't memeing. But overall, my opinion of it is when the demo comes out, September 20th, 2024. If you haven't already, try the demo out. Get the demo now. And if you haven't already, be sure to check out the live stream that I will be doing streaming this game. You can catch me live on twitch.tv Getselious or right here on youtube.com/the Outerhaven. So you can catch me there. And if you miss it, the VOD will be here on the outerhaven.net. So once again, I'm going to give a shout out to BTrain Studio for allowing me access to play the early build of the game, which obviously the game is the early build. There can always be things to improve upon, but I do think it's a strong core in the game that can be improved upon. And I'm looking forward to see what this game does a little more new than the prior game did, Faded Vision. So without the way, I hope to see you guys in the future. And yeah, have a good one. Goodbye, everybody.